Hey, what's up, Larry? It's Steven. I talked to you just a little bit earlier. Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you three things that you can start doing today to actually start outranking your competition in Asheville and Hendersonville and start getting more high quality jobs. Now, if by the end of this video you can see that I have the technical know-how to help you out, you can just reach back out to me by replying from the email or give me a call and we can chat, or you can just take this information and implement it yourself. But I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. Now, the three things I'm going to be going over are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is pretty much everything on your front page, really your entire website, but primarily your front page. Now, most business owners, they understand that the content on their front page is important, but a lot of them are unaware or don't really know how much content or what type of content Google is actually looking for to rank you. Now, Google, they usually like to see at least 1,500 words on a homepage, especially with service-based industries like pest control industry. It gives you plenty of opportunity to add in what we call buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases. And this is basically what people are searching for when they're searching for your services with an intent to buy. Now, I'm going to bring up a couple of your competitors here. One is going to be in Hendersonville because that's where you're based out of, and the other is going to be in Asheville. And I'm bringing up Asheville because that is an area you cover, and it gets a lot more search volume for pest control than does Hendersonville. Okay, so I brought up. So let's look at Noble. They're number one right now on Google for pest control in Hendersonville, and I plugged them into a tool here that I subscribe to called Ahrefs. It pretty much gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google actually uses to rank websites. Now, Noble Pest Solutions, their website is currently being found for 16 keywords. And because of those keywords, over the past month, their website was clicked on 162 times, right? Now, when we look at Catchy Pest Solutions, they're the number one uh, pest control company in Asheville. Now look at this though. They were found for 48 keywords and their website was clicked on 358 times. So let's go ahead and look at your website now. ecopestco.com is currently being found for 14 keywords and it was clicked on 28 times. So the first thing we can do is look at our competitors' keywords. So this is Noble Pest Solutions, and they should have some Hendersonville ones, right? So Pest Control Hendersonville NC, 150 searches in the past 30 days. Now, if you look down here, Pest Control Asheville, that got searched 600 times. So you'd want to make sure you have this one on your site for sure, right? If you don't have it already. But let's go ahead and see what you got. We're going to click on this number here, look at your keywords, and see if you have those keywords. Sorry, that's taking a while. While that's loading, actually, let's look at that. Is taking a while. Hold on. Sorry about that. I'm going to refresh that. Let's look at our competitor while we're waiting. This is Catchy Pest Solutions in Asheville. We're going to click on their keywords, and it just seems like the whole site's taking forever. There we go. Okay, as you can see, they're mainly Asheville here. So you can see Pest Control Asheville, 600 search volume. They got clicked on 91 times because of it, because they're number one on that search. Pest Control Asheville NC, another 200 searches. They were clicked on 71. Asheville Pest Control. So as you can see, you want all these location based, like these keywords with the location behind it. So let's see if you. Okay, here you go. So you do have the big one, right? You have some of the main ones in Asheville. You'd want those Hendersonville ones as well. Okay. But so you have it on there, but you weren't clicked on. And the reason why is because you're at the top of the 5th page in Google. Now I'm going to explain a little bit later how you can get that boosted up. So it looks like as far as content, you're pretty much there, but I would definitely uh, look at these Hendersonville keywords and put those on your site as well. All right. And you want to put all these keywords on your site. I'd say look through both lists. If you can get access to lists like these, get both of these, and look at all these keywords and put them on your site. And you want to put them on more than your competitor, right? Probably like twice each or something like that. If you were to do that, you would actually pretty much outdo them when it comes to content. Now, the next thing I want to go over are what we call citations. And I'm just going to bring up the Hendersonville, because citations, it has to do with your Google business profile, and your Google business profile address is in Hendersonville. Now, studies have shown that right around 45% of people that are searching, like pest control Hendersonville or whatever they're searching up here, a service based industry, they're going to be clicking on one of these businesses here, right? And this is called the map pack. This has to do with your Google business profile. Now, most people are under the impression that it has to do with your reviews. And while that plays a small part in it, the big thing are citations. Now, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. And a couple examples of these directories are Yelp, Angie, Yellow Pages, and White Pages, just to name a few. And you probably already have quite a few. Most businesses already do, but it's usually the businesses with at least like 250 to 300 citations that we see end up dominating the map pack right here. The good news is there's actually tools available that will show us what citations these businesses have, so we can go in and see what Pisgah Pest Control has, and say, for example, they have 300 citations. You'd want to go down that list of the citations they have, the ones that you don't, and the ones that you don't have, you go ahead and grab all those all the way down the list. And once you're done, add like 50 to 100 more, and over time that would put you up over like on the very top spot here, right? And that would get you in play for that 45% of people clicking on here. But it has to do with your proximity too. So this isn't going to work for Asheville searches, just Hendersonville. If Asheville is really close, it would, but it's too far. So now I'm going to go back to the Asheville search, because when it comes to the backlinking and ranking, we can look at this. So underneath the map pack here is called Google's Organic Search Results list. And the number one spot here gets right about 40% of clicks all by itself, whereas the map pack splits up the 45%. This spot gets 40% all by itself. And the main driver here are what we call backlinks. Now, backlinks are essentially other websites on the internet that have a link on their site that when clicked, it leads back to your site. And Google uses this as like an online referral system. And the more relevant that website is, it's linking back to your site, the better. What I mean is, so for example, say there's a local blog, like in Asheville or Hendersonville, North Carolina blog post that's pretty popular. And you're on there, you have a link on there, or you're getting a link from another industry related website that's really popular, that's actually going to help push you up in the rankings, right? But since you guys are a pest control company, say you have a link from a site, let's say it's Pizza Hut, very popular site, gets a lot of traffic, but it's really not going to do you any good because you don't have anything to do with pizza, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go to our tool here that I was showing you earlier, and this is the Catchy Pest Solutions, the number one Asheville site. And we're going to look at their backlinks. So just to be clear, it's through your content and specifically your keywords that you get found by Google, and it's through your backlinks that you get ranked by Google. So right now, Catchy Pest Solutions has 98 backlinks, and they're coming from 55. They call them referring domains, but it's just websites, right? So let's go ahead and look at your backlinks. So you currently have 33 backlinks coming from a total of 23 websites. So it's not so much the number as it is the relevancy. So we know that this is Catchy Pest Solutions. We know that since they're being pushed to the top, it's these 55 web pages that they're getting links from that's doing it. So we want to look at those. So we're going to click on that 55. This is going to give us a list of all the websites they're currently getting backlinks from. And what we'd want to do is just mimic this. Go down the list, and any of these websites you don't have backlinks from currently, you'd want to get them. And if you were to do that over a little bit of time in the Asheville location, you could do this with the Hendersonville too, both locations. You would actually be in contention for that number one spot. Now, what will put you over the top is if you did that same thing with the top 3 websites. Like I said, it would take time, but you would take over the number one spot, in turn taking over all that traffic, right? And that would boost up your calls and everything. So let's just go ahead and recap what we went over. So the first thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words on your front page with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. Second is citations. You want to be in at least, I'd say, 300 to 400 directories to really dominate the map pack here in Hendersonville. And then last is backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your website. And this would show Google that it's you guys that are the authority when it comes to pest control companies around Asheville and the Hendersonville locations. Now, if you were to do this, like I said, it would take some time, but you guys would become number one. Now, you can take this information and implement it yourself, or if you want to save some time, you can book a discovery call with me. Again, my name's Steven. I actually live right here in North Carolina, a little ways away from you, just outside of Fayetteville, but not too far. You can just respond back to this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.